Karen.
Hi.
Okay, so I'm gonna just give you some actions to do. I just do the first thing that comes to mind. Show me what it looks like to run like a girl.
My hair. Oh my God.
Show me what it looks like to fight like a girl. Now throw like a girl.
Aw.
My name is Dakota, and I'm 10 years old.
Show me what it looks like to run like a girl. Throw like a girl. Fight like a girl. What does it mean to you when I say run like a girl?
It means run fast as you can.
So do you think you just insulted your sister?
No. I mean, yeah, insulted girls, but not my sister.
Is like a girl a good thing?
Actually, don't know if it's a bad thing or a good thing. It sounds like a bad thing. It sounds like you're trying to humiliate someone.
So when they're in that vulnerable time between 10 and 12, how do you think it affects them when somebody uses like a girl as an insult?
I think it definitely drops their self-confidence and really puts them down, because during that time they're already trying to figure themselves out, and when somebody says you hit like a girl, it's like, well, what does that mean? Because they think they're a strong person. It's kind of like telling them that they're weak and they're not as good as them.
And what advice do you have to young girls who are told they run like a girl, kick like a girl, hit like a girl, swing like a girl?
Keep doing it, because it's working. If somebody else says that running like a girl or kicking like a girl or shooting like a girl is something that you shouldn't be doing, that's their problem. Because if you're still scoring and you're still getting to the ball on time and you're still being first, you're doing it right. Doesn't matter what they say. I mean, yes, I kick like a girl and I swim like a girl and I walk like a girl and I wake up in the morning like a girl because I am a girl. And that is not something that I should be ashamed of. So I'm gonna do it anyway. That's what they should do.
If I asked you to run like a girl now, would you do it differently?
I would run like myself.
Would you like a chance to redo it?
Yeah.
Why can't run like a girl also mean win the race?
Depending on how you drive and your car's condition, you can get incredible mileage from the Goodyear Custom Wide Tread Polyglass tire.
I've got 32,000 miles on my tires.
I've got 41,000 miles on my Polyglass.
But Polyglass means more than mileage when your wife has to drive alone. When a woman's at the wheel, Polyglass means more than mileage.
Who's my pretty girl?
9, 10, 11.
Sammy, sweetie, don't get your dress dirty.
Sam, honey, you don't want to mess with that. Let's put him down.
Samantha, this project has gotten out of control.
Whoa, hey, careful with that. Why don't you hand that to your brother?
Our words can have a huge impact. Isn't it time we told her she's pretty brilliant too? Encourage her love of science and technology and inspire her to change the world.
Hey ladies, this movie's not for you! And neither is Dr. Pepper 10. 23 flavors from 10 manly calories. It's what guys want. Like this. Catchphrase. Dr. Pepper 10. It's not for women.
I have a short torso and long legs, so the proportions were, I didn't anticipate. Carol, I tried Lucky Charms since the first time that I was like 5 years old, and Carol, they're so delicious.
I love your hair. It's so pretty.
Oh, thank you.
Are you okay?
Carol, you and I should make a cereal called just marshmallows, and then kids everywhere be like, but then they'd probably get diabetes or something like that, and then they'd be like, oh, it's the cereal.
You are judicially challenged, and you're one of the stooges of the left that will always be there to excuse away criminal behavior. You suffer from Bob Beckwelitis, which is an incurable, fatal condition of liberalism that has caused people like Eric Holder to be the consigliere for President Barack Hussein Obama. Sign the petition, Tamara, to call for the resignation of the chief law enforcement officer of this nation because he lied on her oath when he criminalized journalism, and you know he did it, but you refuse to do what's right.
But I really hope that when you speak to a judge, you don't point your finger in the person's face the entire time by making your point.
Are you a judge?
Your finger does not.
Whose finger's in my face right now?
Mine, because I'm telling you to shut up. But anyway.
Wait, you shut up. Know your role and shut your mouth.
My role as a woman.
Yeah.
Well, tell me how.
Okay,
it's not something that I've been involved in.
The reason she's a U.S. Senator, the reason she's a candidate for president, the reason she may be a front runner is her husband messed around.
Yeah, but
that's how she got to be senator from New York. We keep forgetting it. She didn't win there on her merit. She won because everybody felt, my God, this woman stood up under humiliation.
Mr. Bloom, I sure am glad I'm not married to you.
You have got to be kidding me. That is one of the more sexist remarks I've heard, and I've been debating people on the air for a long time. I mean, do men really all think that women are just dying to be married to them? Do they all think of us as sex objects?
Fox News' Dave Briggs said about the Super Bowl, if you want to yap during the Super Bowl, do it with the ladies in the kitchen.
You yap, and if you want to yap out in the commercials, go watch it on the other TV with the ladies in the kitchen.
Because when women talk, it's not discussion, it's not chatting, it's yapping. Because women speaking, by its very nature, is annoying and negative to a man who wants to watch football.
Saying it for months, men won't vote for Hillary Clinton because she reminds them of their nagging wives.
When Barack Obama speaks, men hear, take off for the future. And when Hillary Clinton speaks, men hear, take out the garbage.
Che cosa guardi, eh? Che cosa guardi? Mi stai spogliando con gli occhi?
Wow, you are definitely not afraid of dessert.
You know, I wish I were secure enough to throw on any old thing and call it an outfit.
Come on, you have so much body confidence. I mean, who wouldn't with those strong legs? So muscular. I'm jealous of how thick with strength they are.
Hey, I like your tie.
Thanks.
We know how to be friends. Lois, you should just let those wounds get infected. It'll teach him a lesson about being tough.
Peter, he's just a baby. You gotta let this go.
My baby boy got beat up by a girl.
Patrick, breakfast is ready.
All right! All this parenting stuff makes me hungry. Hey, Junior, how you doing today? SpongeBob?
Yes, Patrick.
Kid's got a stinky.
If you take care of him, my hands are kind of full.
Wish I could, but I gotta get going.
Going? Where are you going?
Going to work. I'm the dad, remember?
You mean I have to do all this baby stuff myself?
I'll give you a break tonight when I get home. Don't you two stop being adorable.
How you doing today? That's not good.
Smile.
What's up, beautiful? Have a good day. Hey, what's up, girl? How you doing? Somebody's acknowledging you for being beautiful. She said thank you.
Oh, bless you. Hey.
Hey, baby. Hey, beautiful. How are you this morning?
Have a nice evening.
Nice. Damn. Damn.
I'm beautiful. God bless. You're sexy, American Eagle. Hello, good morning. God bless you. Have a good day, all right?
Doing good?
Hey, look at that. It's $5,000. You want to talk? Huh? We can't be friends or nothing. We don't speak. If I give you my number, you can talk to me? No? Too ugly for you?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Nice evening, dog.
In the latest viral video, a little girl from Newburgh, New York named Riley takes less than a minute to clearly and concisely explain exactly what she thinks is really wrong with big business, unethical marketing practices, and gender roles. And whether or not you agree with her, you got to respect her passion.
Would it be fair for all the girls to buy princesses and all the boys to buy superheroes? Girls want superheroes and the boys want superheroes. The companies who make these try to trick the girls into buying the pink stuff instead of stuff that boys want to buy, right? Yeah, so then why do all the girls have to buy princesses? Some girls like superheroes, some girls like princesses. Some boy like superheroes, some boy like princesses.
Absolutely,
So then, why does all the girls have to buy pink stuff and all the boys have to buy different color stuff?
She said it. Don't trick the girls into buying pink stuff and princesses. Some girls like princesses and some girls like superheroes. Some girls like pink stuff and some girls don't. If all of our complaints about the way society is going could be as succinct and articulate as this little girl's. Good on you, kid. I hope you follow it up with some rants about politics, too.
This is my two at home, Kendall and Jade. They're 11 and 12. Kendall's 15 months older than Jade. There's a period of time, you know, when my wife, her name is Tammy, and I, we just got real busy and whip, whip, bit, bam, boom, Kendall and Jade. All right? And when they were about 5 and 6, 4 and 5, you know, Jade could come to me. It didn't matter, come to me crying, you know. It didn't matter what she was crying about. She can get on my knees, she can snot my sleeve up, just cry it out. Daddy got you, that's all that's important. Now, Kendall, on the other hand, and like I said, he's only 15 months older than her, he come to me crying. It's like soon as I would hear him crying, a clock would go off. You know, I would give the boy probably about 30 seconds, which means by the time he got to me, I was already saying things like, why you crying? Hold your head up, look at me, explain to me what's wrong, tell me what's wrong, I can't understand you while you're crying. And out of my own frustration, of my role and responsibility of building him up as a man to fit into these guidelines and these structures that are defining this man box, I would find myself saying things like, just go in your room. Just go on in your room, sit down, get yourself together, and come back and talk to me when you could talk to me like a what? A man. Like a man. And he's 5 years old. You know, as I grow in life, I would say to myself, my God, what's wrong with me? What am I doing, you know? Why would I do this? And I think back to my father. There was a time in my life where we had a very troubled experience in our family. My brother Henry, he died tragically when we was teenagers. We lived in New York City, as I said, we lived in the Bronx at the time. And the burial was place called Long Island. It was about 2 hours outside of the city. And as we were preparing to come back from the burial, you know, the cars stopped at the bathroom, you know, to let folks take care of themselves before the long ride back to the city. And the limousine empties out. My mother, my sisters, my auntie, they all get out, but my father and I stayed in the limousine. And no sooner than the women got out, he burst out crying. He didn't want to cry in front of me, but he knew he wasn't going to make it back to the city. It was better me than to allow himself to express these feelings and emotions in front of the women. And this is a man who 10 minutes ago had just put his teenage son in the ground. Something I just can't even imagine. The thing that sticks with me the most is that he was apologizing to me for crying in front of me. And at the same time, he was also giving me props, lifting me up for not crying. You know, I come to also look at this as this fear that we have as men, this fear that just have us paralyzed, holding us hostage to this man box. I can remember speaking to a 12-year-old boy, a football player, and I asked him, I said, how would you feel if in front of all the players, your coach told you you were playing like a girl? Now, I expected him to say something like, I'll be sad, I'll be mad, I'll be angry, or something like that. No, the boy said to me, it would destroy me. And I said to myself, God, if it would destroy him to be called a girl, what are we then teaching him about girls?
And just about an hour ago, I got you fired.
What? What did you do that for?
I figured that being my wife would take up all of your time.
Even if I wanted to say no, I couldn't. You're not supposed to say no to a detective.
I figured that, too.
Come in.
Hi,
Michael.
Good, how are you?
Good, thanks. Have a seat. So as you know, you got your annual performance review. It looks like you did great. You hit all your metrics, and I really appreciate that. I wanted to thank you for all your hard work. The only suggestion that I have for you is about stress. You seemed a little bit stressed and edgy with your coworkers when it got close to your deadline.
Yeah.
But that is perfectly understandable. And everything is great here.
Okay.
So you're free to go. Have a great
All right.
day.
Thank you, you too.
You're welcome. Come in.
Hi.
Hi, Hannah. How are you?
Doing well. How are you doing?
Great, thanks. Have a seat. Thanks. How are things in the office?
Oh, you know, business as usual. Things are going pretty good, I'd say.
Glad to hear it. So you know that you got your annual performance review, and I wanted to go over that. It looks like you hit all of your metrics for the year, and I'm so impressed. I wanted to thank you for all of the hard work that you've done for our company. Now, the only other thing I wanted to talk about is just an area of growth, and it has to do with the dynamics between you and your coworkers.
Okay.
I understand that you can get stressed. You had a lot of deadlines that you had to hit in October. I just wanted to point out that there were some times when you were edgy with your employees. When you spoke with them, you could be abrasive at times. And actually, you were a downright nag.
All right then. We done here?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks. Bye.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
I need you to take a look at my arm. I think it's broken.
Me?
Yeah.
I don't think I'd be much good. Who's your doctor?
Well, you?
No, I'm the receptionist.
You're the receptionist.
If you take a seat, and a nurse will be with you shortly.
Thanks.
Alex Yates.
Come on. Been helping the husband with some DIY?
I'm a builder.
What do you do then? You're a milkman.
Do I look like a man?
Sir? Oh, doctor, that was quick. I was told to wait for a nurse.
I am the nurse.
Oh, are you sure?
Positive, you can check my payslip if you'd like.
Right, well, is there not a doctor that I could see?
If you'd prefer to wait, yes.
How many lungs does he have?
2.
How many warriors?
2.
Okay, that's good.
Ah, doctor! Doctor! Lovely to meet you.
Sorry?
It's the arm, you see. Terrible pain.
I'm sorry, sir. I won't be able to help you. Well, not unless you're in labour.
That would make you
a midwife.
Not a husband. Ah!
Sir.
Ah!
I can assure you I'm a midwife.
Oh.
Is there anything I could help you with?
Do you know where the doctor is?
Look, she is the doctor.
Are you absolutely sure?
Would you like me to leave you to treat yourself?
No, it really, really hurts.
How did you do it?
I was playing netball. I'm a netball coach.
Don't let gender stereotypes hold you back. Follow your path, not someone else's.
Janice. You haven't had your nose out of those papers for an hour now.
Well, I'm trying to figure out what courses to take next term.
I have to do that, too. What are you taking?
Well, I have to fill one science requirement, and English, and I want to take home economics.
Home economics? Why in the world do you want to take home ec?
Why? Well, because that's something I'm going to need to know, and so are you. We have to learn sometime, Carol.
I'm learning something about homemaking right now. Mother can teach us how to keep house and cook and sew and everything we'll need to get by on.
But I don't want to just get by. If I'm going to be a homemaker the rest of my life, I want to know what I'm doing.
So do I. But personally, I think it's a waste of time to take home ec. What can they teach you in home ec classes that you can't learn right here at home or pick up after you get married?
Well, I don't know, but there's some things I'm sure.
If you find out what it is, you tell me.
All right, I will find out.